Dear students, class 6 zoology. Today's topic is four realms of the earth, and among the four realms we are discussing today atmosphere. In our previous class we discussed about lithosphere and hydrosphere. Now we discuss atmosphere. So you can see this table. So the layer of atmosphere is there, left hand side, the extension of different layer. Thereafter we see the temperature, mean temperature of each and every layer of the atmosphere, and the principal features, chief features or characteristics of each and every atmospheric layer. So let us begin with the troposphere. So this is the immediate layer of atmosphere above the ground. So in this sphere we can see the extension. So 8 to 18 kilometers. So in the region where there is poles, I mean polar region, this atmospheric layer can be extended up to the 8 kilometers, whereas around the equator, the extension of this layer goes up to 18 kilometers from the ground. Let us see the temperature. So in this layer, the temperature decreases at the rate of 1 degree centigrade for every 165 meters. So as we go up, the temperature decreases. So now the main characteristic of troposphere is that all the weather phenomenon takes place here. So weather, change of weather takes place here in this atmospheric layer. This is about the troposphere, and tropopause is a boundary line between troposphere and stratosphere. That means a thin layer which is there in between troposphere and stratosphere is tropopause. Now immediately after the troposphere, the stratosphere lies, another layer of atmosphere. So extension is 50 kilometers from the ground. The temperature is minus 0 degree centigrade. That means stratosphere is very cold. This is supposed to be the coldest layer of the atmosphere. Ozone layer is present in this layer. So ozone layer is such a layer which is also known as the protective layer, as the sun's very harmful rays, which is called ultraviolet rays, can be reflected from the ozone layer. So ozone layer acts as a protective layer also. Now there is a thin layer in between stratosphere and mesosphere, that is called stratopause, which acts as a boundary between stratosphere and mesosphere. Now let us discuss another atmospheric layer which is called mesosphere, and mesosphere extends 50 to 80 kilometers from the ground, and the temperature is even colder than that of stratosphere. The mean temperature here is minus 85 degree centigrade, and this is the coldest layer of the atmosphere. Now moving into the next higher layer, which is called thermosphere. It lies above the mesosphere, and the extension of this layer from the ground is 80 to 640 kilometers, and the temperature is 1500 degree centigrade, very high temperature, extremely hot, and all the transmission of TV, mobile and radio waves takes place in this layer of atmosphere. So moving into next atmospheric layer, which is supposed to be the ultimate layer of the atmosphere, is that of exosphere, and it lies 10,000 kilometers above the ground. The temperature is 2000 degrees centigrade and above. In this layer, now we don't notice any gravitational force, or gravitational force declines or depletes beyond this exosphere. So now there is no particular atmospheric layer beyond the exosphere, and the space lies beyond the exosphere. So these are the 5 principal layers of the atmosphere. Okay. Now the ultimate realm of the earth is biosphere. As lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, it is also a realm or a component which is present in the earth. This is an integral part of the earth, biosphere. So biosphere is actually the sum total of another 3 spheres, like atmosphere plus hydrosphere plus lithosphere equals to biosphere. Biosphere is actually not a particular layer which occupies a particular space. Actually, it is the sphere where living organisms survive. In fact, all the living organisms together called biosphere. In fact, atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere together provides habitat, as a B-I-T-A-T, habitat. The term habitat means surviving condition for any living beings. If a living being can survive in a particular space or a particular area, if such features are present in that particular area, is called its habitat. For example, we human beings and some terrestrial animals, means land animals, do live only on the surface of the land. We cannot live in the water. And some water animals are there which don't survive on the land. What I mean to say is that land provides the suitable condition for living beings to survive there. They are called terrestrial animals. In the another way, the water also provides suitable living conditions for the water animals or aquatic animals. That means water also provides the suitable habitat for aquatic animals, and land also provides the suitable habitat for the terrestrial or land animals. So we can say habitat is such a place where there's a suitable living condition for any living organisms. So now the term biotic and abiotic can be seen here. The term biotic means living organisms and abiotic means non-living organisms. So for the sustenance of living organisms or biotic organisms, abiotic components are equally important. We can see here atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere, they are all abiotic components, but they provide, these abiotic components provide suitable habitat for the survival of the living organisms. We can say ultimately or at conclusion, biotic and abiotic can survive interacting with one another. So now we are reached almost at the end of this module. In this module, dear students, you learn about the different realm of the earth. Now we'll be meeting in next class with a different module, with a different lesson. Thank you.